Right, let's give that a whirl, see what that looks like. See who we get coming in. Hopefully it'll work. There you go. Hi Paige, how you doing? Edward Thomas, how are you? Scrap Metal Junkie, how's things going? Good, good. I'm just doing a live stream test. 2 reasons. Hi Jack, how you doing? Hi Pete, all right buddy. Just doing a test because I've got this absolutely horrendous weather. I mean, it's chucking it right down. Hi Ed, how you doing, mate? Nice to see you, mate. Not seen you for a little while. It's lashing down with rain, gale force winds and what have you. So I wanted to test the old internet out one more time. And also, I'm just trialing. I got a new camera turned up today, a webcam, which I thought I'd give it a go. So I'm not actually talking to a laptop here anymore. I'm talking to or looking at a viewfinder at the top here. So I've actually got a camera facing down. I'm hoping you're not going to be getting as much glare as you would do off of the conventional laptop camera. So hopefully that's working a bit better for you. But I've got to put the fire on. Riley Boy's going to go and pick up Josh from work. So he'll be down a bit later on, no doubt. It's knocking on, so I don't want to be too late tonight, really. So just let us know. Can you hear me okay? Because I'm running off a speaker off of the webcam and also the camera itself. Thank you, Scrap Metal Junkie. Yeah, it is. The shed's getting there. It's getting there. So give us a thumbs up or whatever. Let us know if you can hear me properly and if the vision is any better, because it should be. It's a high definition camera. Bruce Pinder. Well, it's 9 a.m. out here in the Colognes. How you doing, mate? Bruce, I've actually sent you a parcel. I posted it today. It should be with you in about a week or so, depending on the snow. So you've got a parcel coming your way, buddy boy. But it's nice to see you, Bruce. Nice to see you. Nice. That's good. How are you keeping, Bruce? Are you all right, buddy? I see a video on what was I watching just the other day, or it might have been today, actually. I picked one of your videos up. I forget now what I watch and what I don't watch off of people. Oh, it's a rototiller. That's right. Yeah, a little rototiller, John Deere rototiller. Looks like it needs a bit of work. I don't think I finished watching that one yet. Hi, Stefan. Hi, Mick. Good to see you. Yeah. How is the sound, gents and ladies? Because I just want to hi, Jack. I just want to test this webcam out. I'm hoping it'll be a bit more beneficial. So when I'm doing live streams, instead of you sort of sitting around from a distance, if I'm like doing a carburetor on the bench, what I can actually do is I can actually pick you up and then bring you down onto the bench itself, angle you down, and then you can actually watch me do live stuff on carburetors or whatever it is I'm working on. I can actually physically just adjust that tripod slightly, just physically bring you down here, something like that, and then you can then watch me do carburetor stuff on the bench as well. So that should be beneficial to you, and I can actually watch it on the laptop as well. So that's quite cool. So hopefully that will benefit us all, not just you guys, but me as well. So hopefully that'll be a good little thing. So let us know what the sound is like. I'm assuming you can all hear me because you're all commenting. So that's cool. But the main reason that I did it was I was getting a lot of glare off of my fluorescent lighting. Let me bring it up a smidge. About there, I think that's where I had it. That's good, actually. Yeah, the lighting, I think, looks so much sharper. Doing good. That tiller needs a new throttle shaft, if I remember. Okay. You know, you're too busy to... what's that say? No, what it was, I was on Martin's stream a little while ago, and my mum popped round to see me. I'm not seen her in about 3 years. No, joking. I'm not seen her for a little while, and She popped around for a cup of coffee, see how I was doing. So I was actually in between two. Hi, Martin. Just doing a live webcam test, Martin. Internet test, which is good. But I bought a new webcam as well because I was getting a lot of brightness coming from these lights off of a standard one, off a laptop, and also you can't really maneuver it. So it's going to take a bit of getting used to not talking to a laptop, actually talking to a camera itself. So it's going to take a bit of getting used to. But hopefully this is working. You can hear me, and the picture is to me. The picture is really crisp, which is good. So just let us know how that actually looks. Would be good. Hi, Jim. I think I can hear you. So it is working, yeah. Paige, I can hear you. Fantastic. Thank you, honey. Video looks 100%. Yeah, I think it needs. I need a coffee break back into. Okay. I think it looks brilliant. It's 50 to 70% better than what I had beforehand. So hopefully that's all good. It's a bit fuzzy your end, is it really? Okay. Well, to be fair, yours did click in and out a few times through contrast. So it could be my end. I was on the indoor internet when I was on your stream. I'm now on my shed internet. So I see what everyone else says. And I'll go from there. Bama, hi Mix, Pete, Jim, JJ, Mr. Bruce Pinder. Looks and sounds good. It isn't fuzzy my end, says Paige. That's good. It's a little fuzzy, says Ian. I'm taking. I haven't left a little tiny cover on it. No, I don't think I have. No. So I hope that's it. Mick, I can hear. Mick, I can hear you, Mick. Okay, no worries. That's fine. So it seems to be working. Maybe a little bit fuzzy. Didn't have to install any drivers for it. Literally, you plug it in. I mean, you just select the camera you want to use, whether the laptop one or the webcam one. So I'll give it a run. Sounds fine to me, says Jack. That's cool. So I'll give it a run, and if it's no better, then I'll bin it. But to me, I'm not getting that glare right above my head. I was like a big halo above my head. Well, I have got a halo anyway, haven't I? But you know what I mean. Get something going on up there. Got the large stickers now, Mick. I'll send you one soon, bud. Yeah, cool. Same here, Bama. I don't see any issues. Your face seems fuzzy, but the background looks very, very clear. Okay, there might be some fine adjustments. There is something to do with this camera. Something to do with if you have a green screen up, you can change the contrast as well and all that sort of stuff. So it may want fine tuning. The background is sharp, but you seem a little blurry. Yeah, okay. It might be my age. What I do is when I finish doing the stream test, I'll play it back myself so I can see what's going on. But to me, my picture looks really crisp here. But the man talking has a funny accent. That's because I is English and you is from across the pond. Does it have an adjustable zoom? Not to my knowledge, no. The camera I got it off of Amazonian. It just says USB camera. It was about 20 quid, I think. I don't remember the make of it. The make of it is called a TED Gem. Doesn't come with a massive instruction set. Literally, you just plug it in, you wait a minute, it fires itself up, and then you have the choice of either running it off of running your own camera or running the webcam one. So I thought I'd give it a go and just see what happens. It looks 100% mixed as Edward Thomas. No worries, Candy. That's cool. Mixed Mowers, how are you? I'm good, thank you, mate. No worries. So it could be a collection of things. It could be the fact that it's absolutely lashing down out here, and I mean we've got real bad, absolutely pouring down with rain, dreadful weather down here. So it could be that. It could be that perhaps your internet is not quite so good. I know Martin was saying he was having problems with his. So that looks like it's working again now. So not quite sure. We'll play with it and just see what happens. But my internet is holding at 4 bars and it hasn't gone below 4 since I've had it. So at the moment I'm really pleased with that. So yeah, I'm doing good. Thank you very much. I'll move the camera back a bit. I mean, what I want to do eventually is I should be sat. Without knocking you. I should be sat in between my bench. I've got a chainsaw behind me. I'll be sat on my bench here, and what I want to do, I want to actually have my webcam somewhere about here is where I want it. It's going to be about there. So it'll actually be pinned against the wall. Something like that. That's where it's going to go eventually. And then when I'm doing some work, I'm going to bring you down onto the board, angle you down. I mean, that'd be perfect for when I've got just bring a carburetor in just for ease. I've got a brand new carburetor here, so that looks a bit out of focus to me. I don't know if it auto. I think it does actually have an autofocus feature, so I can then do carburetor work on here, and you'll be able to see it up close and in person. I might be able to drop it a bit higher. It's almost making me feel a bit sick, but I need to try and just work with it to try and figure out what's going on. So if that's at the highest level, and I can work on carburetors here with ease, and I think that would benefit you and benefit myself as well. So that seems to be the good thing to do. I don't know how, if I set that camera up just here. I'll look at another screen. So I've got a lot of blur there, so it's not quite it's not high enough. I've got this halo thing going on, so it needs to be up here, about there, I'll say. Let me poke you just in there and try and adjust that. 2 seconds, bear with. See if that will sit tight. Just plugging you into somewhere. Well, perhaps maybe I shouldn't do. Let's just bring it down a smidge. How's that looking? Is that any better? Give that a go. Page weather's been rubbish tonight. Yeah, it's been shocking. Two-stroke genius, this guy. I don't think that, Bruce. I don't think that. I think sometimes I just have the luck of a draw. You know what two-strokes are like. Two-strokes can be temperamental and delicate. You know, it's some and some, isn't it? Yeah, it is pants weather. We've got pants weather for about 8 days, I reckon. They're talking about cold as well. Every time I talk to you, it's pouring with rain. And well, it rains in the UK a lot, but at the moment we are getting more than what we normally do. Your internet will never work right if that's the case. Well, it's doing okay at the moment, Paige. I'm happy with it. I want to do some speed testing tomorrow with the devices plugged in and with them not plugged in. So I want to do that tomorrow. What else we got? That isn't Pete's chainsaw. No, I've got 2 chainsaws in, Pete. I've got a Ryobi one here, which the bloke gave me, and he said if I get it up and running, I can keep it, which is very nice of him. But it is only a Ryobi, and it looks like it's been it's had some some oil poured in it. It's not in the best of states. There it is there. I'm trying to get you lined up. You're not exactly how I want you. I want it on like some kind of pivot system so I can just muck with you quite a bit. So there's a chainsaw, but inside here it's absolutely full of oil. But he did say if I get it running, then I can have it. I think it all pulls over. Yeah, it all pulls over, so that'd be cool. I have no idea what's wrong with that one. So that could be a good little saw if I can get her to run. It comes with a special box, you know, with the old guard on it or whatever, so that's all cool. If I get it running, Pete, I'll sell it you. So I've got that one coming, and I've also got, let me bring it back up here a smidge. Out there. I've also got coming a HS45 steel hedge trimmer and what's the steel chainsaw I've got coming? Steel chainsaw, MS190 chainsaw as well, steel one. Apparently the owner's saying that he can't get it to start, but there is no fuel in it. And it doesn't smell like there's been fuel in it for a little while. So unless he thinks it's one of his new style pieces of equipment that run on fresh air, I don't know. But I've got to work on that at some point. I've ordered the stuff for the HS45 hedge trimmer. That's in, or that's ordered. That should be here by next week. And I should probably get on with the chainsaw first, the strimmer. Sorry, the MS90 chainsaw still. Then I'll fall back onto the Ryobi, and then the parts for the HS45 trimmer will be in. I'll get them done, and then I'm really to start looking at winterizing my own kit. the carb's out of focus. Yeah, I think it was initially. As I say, I think there is some fine tuning I can do with this. I need to look into the settings of it. It doesn't actually display it anywhere in the old pamphlet book. You don't get a lot with it. It just says start using for video calls, for Skype, Yahoo Messenger, all that sort of stuff, to connect it. Set up USB camera, make a video call, plug it in, leave it for a minute, and then you just set it up. But there may not be a function for me to do that. However, I was watching someone muck with it, and they were saying that you can adapt it for a green screen, and it has a manual focus and also an auto focus. So I don't think it's doing anything auto focus wise. No, and don't forget, you may be getting the blurriness off of this fluorescent tubing above my head. As you can see, my head looks like someone's polished it up with some turtle wax. So it might have something to do with that. I don't know, but we'll see. Lost a bit of chat here. Ian Matthews in the house. How you doing, Ian? Nice to see you, buddy. J&J, afternoon, MJ. What do you think of a Titan? What do you think of the Titan saw, Mick? Yeah, good bit of kit. The problem is that with stuff like Titan saws, McCulloch stuff, and what have you, they're all what I call a hobby saw, which you can go into like your local B&Q and pick up off the shelf, walk out of it, and away you go. Which is great if what am I missing? 35 in the house. I'm sorry. Yeah. What was Pete saying? Fire it, Mick. No, it won't fire yet, mate. No, I'm not going to try it yet. I'm not going to be doing that. Freezing rain last night, snow. Yeah, I've got my fire on here. Just warm Sheffield. So I think Riley boy will be down in a minute. Come and see me. So as I was saying, chainsaws are okay, but if you're going into somewhere like B&Q or whatever you have over in your countries in America, Canada, or wherever you're from, you can buy what I call these hobby saws. They're the ones that you don't need a ticket for or license for. And they're designed not to rev quite so high. They're designed to be not quite so long on the bar, so that you can't do the professional job. They're just for around the garden. So hence the problem is that some people, they run the hobby saws as a professional job. If they're like what I call a weekend warrior, they go out and do gardens and tree work during the weekend, don't have a full-time job. They may only run cheap stuff, and they're just not hard wearing, like a Husqvarna or a Steel or something like that. Me personally, I prefer the Husqvarna to the Steel. I just find them not quite so aggressive for the type of trees that I cut and how I work on them. And the pots and pistons are great. The parts are good as long as they're serviced. The stuff like the Ryobi, if you ran that professionally, you'd only be getting half a season to maybe 3/4 of a season out of it before it packs up on you, because the parts they're just not made to last. They are a chuck away item, and every single year they change the model and change something to do with it, so you can't replace the parts. Yankers, yes, exactly that. They're called yankers because after about 3 times using it, you continue yanking on it. No, you're quite right, Bruce. That's exactly it. They just die. It's because they're just so mass produced and the parts are just so cheap, and that sort of comes back to it. You only pay for what you get. The Husky I had was a fantastic saw. I have sold it, but I'm looking at getting a newer one. Mine was about 6 years old. I service it every year. It didn't really get a lot of work towards the 2 later parts of the year, but the first 3 years I had it, it was worked to death. But it still ran. If you've got any questions about chainsaws, there's a gentleman in the chat called Pete. Get hold of him. He knows all about saws, inside and out. He does all sorts with them. You need to have. There are tickets. Especially in the UK, Ian. There are tickets in which you need to purchase a saw. In B&Q or garden centres, you can walk out with a 14-inch bar, no problem at all. Anything larger than that, you need to show a ticket or a certification to say you've actually been on a course and you're trained on how to use it. Otherwise, you can buy like a 4-foot bar and you use that for pruning because you can't use a ladder, so you just use it like that. But yeah, you need a certain ticket. Yeah, Dirt Rider's late as usual. I've got a home light. just for rolling. Chain always gets slack. Yeah, it will do because the materials are different. It always goes slack. You tighten it up, and then it heats up, warms up. The bar is cheaply made. The chain is cheaply made, and you've got different types of materials that are heating up at different times and cooling at different times, and everything is expanding and contracting. That's the reason why. Yes, Ian, I'm 100% certain you can't just go out and buy a 3-foot saw. 100% of that. Because I work on a railway. When I used to be in the gangs, I used to do quite a bit of tree cutting, and there's a course for cross cutting. There's a course for felling. There's a course for dead wood felling. There's a course for laid timber. All sorts of stuff. It goes on and on and on. A lot of it is just safety. I have told Drive Mick I'm snacking in life. I'll talk to you later. Yeah, cool. No worries, it's fine. Killed me to death. So how's the sound sounding out? As it settled down at all? Echo is very underestimated. Yeah, no, I get it. Echoes are actually not a bad little tool actually. They're what I call a good mid-ranger, mid to pro. Some of their trimmers I wouldn't recommend quite so much, but they're as in hedge trimmers, but their strimmers, or what you call weed eaters, they're pretty good, and their saws are not bad. It's like anything, you know. It's they do a John Stewart as well, don't they? Which is a cross between, it's a Husqvarna chuck-off, isn't it? I think they're not a bad little saw, but it is, the market has been catered for the mid market. So obviously you're only getting mid quality materials. Disc cutters, you have to do a course. Is it the same with disc cutters? Not that I'm aware of, no, because you can go onto Amazon and you can buy a 12-inch disc cutter. No problem at all. I don't believe so. Have a look. Try. Someone go onto Amazon and just see if you can buy a 3-foot chainsaw all up and running. Have a look. See what it says. But I know that lots of places down this neck of the woods, you can't just walk in the shop and buy them. They don't sell them in B&Q or Home Base or plant hire place like that. They don't sell them. And lots of places you hire them from, you actually have to show a ticket. You think the camera's okay? Cool. Thank you, Bruce. So that's that. So that's where I am. I haven't even made a coffee yet because I wasn't sure. I got a steel disc cutter and I ain't got a ticket for you. I'm not saying you have got to get a ticket for a disc cutter. Not that I'm aware of. I think you can buy them pretty much as they are. Honestly, the Echo topping saws are the best. And with topping saws, we're talking about trimmers, are we? What I call a hedge trimmer. Or are we talking about a topping saw, as in one for just knocking out tops of trees? A lot of it all depends, doesn't it? A lot of it all depends on what you're doing. You know, that's what I like a steel. A steel is a very reliable workhorse, especially a chainsaw. Not so keen on their mid-markets, bench shaft trimmers, weed eaters. Not so keen on them. The clutches tend to go quite quickly on them. A friend of mine's a pro gardener, and he just goes through steels. He's even stopped buying them. He'd much rather buy a Titan and buy 2 or 3 a year at about £100 each than buy 2 or 3 steels a year. That's what he does. Mini chainsaw, tree chopping saw, yeah. So mini saws, one with no brake and one you just drop down beside your leg. If they're nice and light and got enough guts behind them, and they brake successfully enough as well, so they've got like an automatic brake, haven't they, where you come off the gas straight away and the brake comes on very quickly. Yeah, I agree. I've had a couple of vintage ones in not so long ago, which I've done up, and they were fantastic, really heavy cast. They're made out of cast, but really heavy, and you wouldn't want to be holding it too long, but they were good. My favourite saw is an electric. Really? I'm surprised you even allow anything electric in your shop, Bruce. you won't find no electric stuff in here apart from just like the stuff I have to plug in, like disc cutters or what have you, or grinders. Generally, if someone comes to me with electric mower, electric trimmer, or electric chainsaw, I just say don't bother, put it in the bin. Over here, the motors on them are particularly rubbish, and they just don't last 5 minutes. Good morning, Mac. How you doing? Nice to see you. Roy's a boy. Hello, mate. How you doing? Didn't see you sneaking in there. If it's just for cutting in the yard, Bruce, like I say, it's task specific, isn't it? If it's just for in the garden, just doing a bit of nipping up, and it's quicker than actually doing getting the old secateurs or shears out, then I'm with you. Okay, 100%. And especially if you're on your own too, because technically no one should be working with a chainsaw on their Todd. No one. Also, super chat. Cheers for the sticker, mate. Yeah, vape's indoors. It is, and it's not out yet. It's as simple as that. You got the sticker, fantastic. I've got everyone else that's asked for stickers. Bruce, I sent you a parcel today. You got one of my new stickers in there to cover over your old one, and I sent one off to Scotland, which was Someone Visions. I've sent one off to North Carolina, whoever that was. So they've been done. So if anyone else wants any stickers, watch one of my videos, one of my recent videos. Not the Halloween one, I don't think. You can watch the other ones, and my email address is in there. Bung me an email, and your address, and I'll bung stickers out. No problem, that's fine. Like an electric lawnmower, wrong on so many levels. Yeah, it is. I mean, it just is. But again, it's task specific. So I know some of my gardening mates who do it for a living have electric mowers, because a lot of the new lawns down this neck of the woods, they're like a postage stamp. They're tiny, so they can't even get the lawnmowers, the big 21-inch cuts, down the side alleyways. They literally, the paths are too small, so they're having to use electric mowers just to run over it. But it's only taking 2 minutes. I've got a Titan electric saw. We cut a lot of pallets a year for the house. It's task specific. If that's all you're doing is pallet stuff, that will do, won't it? But I'm talking when someone buys a saw from B&Q, like this boy here, this little 14-inch here. Someone buys that, and they're looking to go and cut a tree like that. You know, that is where the problem lays. When you've got to go around the tree twice to cut it, you know, and that's what it's not designed to do, and that's why they have a limit on it, because you shouldn't be felling anything over about 14 inches anyway without a ticket. So how's your holiday, Roy? How you doing, buddy boy? I'm just trying out my new camera, just see how that's getting on. And I'm going to put it in various places just to try it out, see what it looks like. Riley would love a new sticker mic, especially as the old one went due to him having new windows. Yeah, that's fine. Just buzz me your address again, Matt, and I'll send some out. No problem at all. I've got about 100, I think, over there. So that's fine. Yeah. I like an electric saw to strap back cross style. I like the electric saw. Oh, to strip bark. Beg your pardon. That's my reading. To strip bark. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Again, you're not cutting eye. You're just knocking it back. So that's fine, and it's quicker than doing it with a pair of secateurs or someone else. So yeah, what I'm talking about is task specific. If you want someone to do a proper job, get a proper tool. If you want someone to do half a job or an easy job, then you can go lower down. But it's when people like buy these steel chainsaws second hand off of the old marketplace. They don't rightfully know what they've got, especially if they've been using like a Ryobi for like a year and a half. That blows up, and they go off and they say, I'll buy another saw, steel second-hand one for £200, because you can't buy new for that. The difference between the two saws is night and day. You know, one picks up so much quicker, is so much more aggressive, will actually bite the timber and suck the saw in to cut it, whereas the Ryobi just nibbles away at it. It's a bit like a lot of you guys may have found the non-professional extension multi-tool toppers. You know, I don't have one here to show you, but if you look at the chains on those, like your Titans, your Ryobis, all that sort of stuff, if you look at the chains on there compared to the chains on these Stihl or Husqvarna toppers, you'll find that the Stihl ones and the Husky ones have twice as many teeth, because they put what's called a safety chain on the Titans and the Ryobis. You've got a big gap like that. You're actually missing one tooth every 2 teeth. And that's because the chain is designed to bounce rather than suck it all the way in. What I've done when I've had them before, hi Philip, what I've done before is I've actually had Titans ones before. I've gone down to my local chainsaw place and said, can you make me a chain to fit this? And they've actually made me a proper chain up. So they have like safety chains on them. and that's why they don't cut quite so well either. They tend to tear through it rather than actually cut. A beer fridge, yeah, we're not quite yet. We're getting there. I've got the old fire on. I've got a coffee machine. I've got a radio. So I'm getting there slowly. I've got my new internet. All my spanners are now hanging up and whatever. So we are getting there. It just takes a bit of time and a bit of money. And for me, over in the UK, unlike someone like Bruce is now entering his winter season, so he's going to snowblower territory. We don't get the snow. Unfortunately, we don't do a rain blower. Because if we did, I'd be making loads of money. But we this sort of time of year, we're knocking back. But then we have quite a short winter, so it's not too bad. They are crap with tech like that. Well, it's designed to be like that. That's the thing. It's a crap design. It is designed to be like that. That's exactly it. They don't like giving professional kit to non-professional people, and quite rightfully so. As I say, if you've got a young lad, you know, trying to earn a few quid, and he saves up and buys himself a brand new Husqvarna, what's that go for? £500 quid. It's not the right thing to do to have a boy 14, 15 years old who's worked all year round, goes and buys a nice new Husqvarna saw. He'll have an accident. Plus, you've got to remember, these people that generally aren't wearing the right gear either. I've got I've got about 3 different chainsaw kits, dependent on what I'm doing. If I'm doing groundwork or if I'm doing tree work, I'm a bit big to climbing now. But when I used to climb, you know, you should have proper gear on. Mick is missing a sign, a neon sign that reads live news 24 hours. You wait till a calendar comes out. I'll be back, get my coffee right. Okay, what I'm going to do, gents, so this is not going to be a long live because Riley Boy should be down in a little while. And it is nearly our dinner time already. This is just a pop in and pop out test. That's all it was. So I wasn't expecting to be on here long. Don't forget, I am live tomorrow at, it's going to be a bit earlier, probably about midday onwards. And we'll see how we get on from there. So for midday, I'll be live. Roy won't be about because he's still on holiday. He'll be travelling back. Something to do with tech. There he is. He didn't miss the link. It didn't take you long, did it, Paul?
Well, I'm busy at the moment. So.
Roy's the boys here as well. He can come on up, definitely. Roy. So anyone else in the link that wants to come on up, feel happy. Bruce, if you want to come up, mate, I know you're in Canada and what have you. If you want to come up, Bruce, you're more than happy, buddy.
Hello.
Be up here.
Hello.
Hello. How's the camera, Paul? All right? Is it any good?
I like it, but you've got one problem.
Yeah.
You need to do the refresh rate from 55 to 65.
Say again.
Check. You got an echo.
I shouldn't have.
I
haven't here. Maybe have you swiped your YouTube off, Roy?
Yeah.
It's not here.
I haven't got the YouTube on, mate.
I haven't got. Well, you must have had YouTube to come onto the link. So you go onto the internet. Is your YouTube in the background still? Swipe your YouTube up.
Yeah, it's not me.
Right. Let me see who's echoing in. Let me know when the echo. I'll drop it down, Roy. See if it stops. I'm going to go down. 2 seconds, buddy. Right. Is the echo still there, people?
Hello?
Yes or no? Is it still there? I can't hear the echo.
I can't.
Is the echo gone, people? I can't hear an echo. I couldn't hear one full stop.
No.
Can someone type in the chat? Let me bring Roy back up. That's it. There's Roy back.
I don't know. I've lost everything. Yeah.
Roy, where's still echo still here? Let me try you, Paul. Let's put him down there. Is that any better with Paul?
It's not me, mate. It's my YouTube's off.
Right, I don't know then. I'm not getting no echoes here at all.
It's Roy. He's got his YouTube behind him.
It ain't my YouTube's gone. I'm using my phone. I've turned the YouTube off. Mate.
I don't know.
No idea then. Still there.
It went off when Roy went.
Let me do it again one more time because I haven't actually got a picture of you, Roy. Are you still there, Roy?
You can't hear any echo now.
No, is the echo gone?
Yeah.
Because Roy is frozen.
Well, you got let it go empty.
It's Roy, apparently.
Yeah.
They're saying it's Roy.
Yeah.
You're echoing, Roy. Apparently, that's what they're saying, mate, in the old chat.
Hello, Doug.
Hey, Tech, how's it going, brother?
Absolutely shite.
Let's drop Roy down. Is there an echo, Doug?
Yeah.
Has it gone now?
Test, 1, 2, 3.
I can't hear any echo at all.
No.
I hear it.
Let me try that and bring Roy back up. It's saying it's still there. Let me refresh my page. I'll go down and come back. 2 seconds. I don't think.
How are you then, Doug?
I'm doing quite well.
I've had
Trying to get healed up so I can get back out in the shop.
Yeah, I've had a crazy crap day.
No, really?
Yeah. Our internet has been told we won't get it back now for another week.
No, really?
They can't find the fault. So, yeah, I've got to rely on the 4G network, but all our other tech's not working now in the house.
Oh.
I'm back, but now my camera ain't working. How queer is that?
Uh.
There you go.
Here, you're back.
Right, I've now changed the resolution slightly as well.
Yeah. Oh, fine.
I think it's on your. I think it's on your end, but
My end. Mick, it was you. Laugh out loud. Echo is back. Echo's back when I come back in the room.
Yeah. Hello, 1, 2. Yeah, definitely Mick.
First time I drove all week was today, this morning. Kind of sore still.
Yeah. Hello.
Right, is that any better?
Yeah. No echoing.
Right, then it's this camera for now. Then I need to figure that out. It must be in the settings.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Is there a built-in mic on that?
Yeah. What I might have to do is I might have to turn the mic off on that and put it on the laptop.
Yeah.
I can try that.
Yeah.
Let me muck about then. That's the idea of this. Let me turn that back on, and then
Go into your.
Is the echo back now?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me set.
Go in mic settings at the bottom with all speakers.
Yeah. What we've got? Communications, microphone.
Laptop only, or whatever you've got.
All I've got is default microphone.
Yeah, default microphone.
That's on USB.
Yeah, then take it off USB, change it to laptop.
Yeah, I've got camera, smart, or microphone. USB, camera 2. Let me try that one.
Whichever you use. That's better.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay,
holy crap! We've got a thunderstorm.
Yeah, I don't think mine's much better. Right, is that back now or not?
That's fine.
Right, so
no,
now
I hear it.
I don't know.
I'm on this camera, web camera, but should be on my laptop microphone.
Yeah.
Mute your microphone on your laptop.
Can you hear me, Doug, or not?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Is it bad?
No.
Don't forget, it is absolutely belting down with rain as well.
Yeah, well,
I don't hear the rain. All I hear is the back to you.
Yeah.
So that sound is no good, no?
Try to mute your laptop.
Let me try this one. Is that any better?
Yep. No, it's there.
Is that no better then, no?
1, 2.
Can you hear me?
Still there.
Okay, let me try this one. How's that one working?
Yeah, that's fine.
Better sound. Yeah, that's it. That's it right there.
Okay, let me put what camera am I on? I'm on this camera.
Webcam.
Let's try that. So how's that?
That's fine.
The sound's really good.
Yeah.
Okay, good. What do you do you both have microphone? You both have microphones activated. It might have been, yeah. So as I say, it's got to take a bit of figuring out. It lives apparently.
Yeah.
Let me turn up fire.
Anyway, we've had the engineers out last night to get the BT sorted, and it's
Right.
no, they can't repair it until the end of the week.
What, your internet?
Yep.
You want to get one of what I got? Brilliant.
I've got one here. It's sat here. The one unlocked one, ready to go on again, so I can get internet.
Oh, Scrap Metal Junkie says single stream is okay, multi-stream is no good. So are you still getting something in the chat, people, where you can't hear stuff? Sorted now, Mick. Unlike my saw, it's okay now. Right, okay. I think we got it sorted then.
Believe it or not, I think your audio is better on the mic with the camera than it is on the laptop.
Well, yeah. I think I'm actually running a camera on my webcam, and I'm running mic off my laptop now.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, that's good.
I'll have to double check what settings I've got.
But it sounds excellent. It sounds excellent.
Perfect.
Good. I can change the imagery as well. I can change the frames per second on this. I've just seen as well, which is quite good.
Yeah, I've got some good news for you. The missus is going to post office Monday or Tuesday. Send you a box. Can you send us your email? Can you send us your address through email?
I absolutely love a big box.
Well, this one's about this big.
Oh, lovely.
And
it's bigger than the frame.
Yeah, it is. It's ideal for you and Riley. As long as as long as he enjoys it.
Yeah, no problem at all. That's fine. I've got your email address.
Yeah,
your test email. I'll bung in my address. That's no problem at all.
Yeah, that's fine. My missus has been doing bits and pieces. Like I said, I don't get involved in that things.
Whatever mic you're using now is great. So I'm on a smart audio apparently.
Yeah, that's laptop.
Microphone. Contracts smart audio HD.
Yeah, laptop apparently. Sounds good.
I'm not going to change my speakers. That's on 720p resolution. What's it like if I go to 480?
Let's have a look then. 480.
That's 480.
Wow, blimey!
Wow,
sharp as monkey. That's sharp.
It brought you in closer.
Yeah.
That's cool.
We can count the bubbles on his head.
Bruce, don't be laughing. This is technical. I'm trying. It's not a 4-stroke lawnmower. You can't just bash with a hammer. I don't do tech.
That's my job.
Yeah.
I want to say hi to Bruce Pender.
Yeah, Bruce is in the old shop. He don't normally come out and play. So I'm taking it. The management is out for the day, Bruce. Is she or what's going on? You don't normally come out and play. Martin, get on the plane. Yeah, Martin Butler had one heck of a stream today. It was a good stream as well. Actually, I quite enjoyed that one. He had good streams anyway, but Martin's stream was fantastic. For those who don't know, Martin Retro Restore is in the house. He's in the chat. Check him out. He's got some fantastic stuff. And also, we've got celebrity status as well. We've got Mr. Bruce Pinder in the house as well. He's known throughout the world to check out Bruce as well. He does some amazing stuff, open heart surgery on all types of petrol engines. So check him out. Just retired after 40. You just retired after 41 years on Thursday. I thought you retired about 20 years ago, Bruce.
I thought he already retired. I mean, I'm retarded. I'm retarded.
I wish I'd already retired, I tell you.
So,
Sharon's left hand fell out right. Yeah, I know. Sharon was really busy, but them super chats were banging. It was good. Hi, Breezy. How you doing, buddy boy? Nice to see you.
Hey, Breezy.
Says hello to Doug.
Hello. Right. On your machine, your Wi-Fi thing, you'll see you'll either have push in or screw in on your back of your box. I've sent you both.
Okay.
I've sent you both different types, but with adapters.
Okay, mate. No worries. I'll have a look.
Yeah, so you'll have to look at the panel on the back. It takes the panel off, and it'll do. It's just two of them.
Yeah.
What I've sent you will come in handy. What the dickens is that?
I've just pushed a button here, and I don't have to do anything.
That's a WPS button. Don't worry.
I've got a mains and a div.
Yeah, you're fine. You've got the instructions as well in the box. Yeah, you're fine. You got the two there. You got SMA.
SMA.
Yeah, that's what you call them.
That's better than an STD.
Yeah, tell me about it. Yeah, you're fine. Yeah.
What's going on? I don't know. What do you mean what's going on? Got to run. Righto, Ed. No, worry, Ed. That's cool. Nice to see you, Ed. Look after yourself. What you got there then, Doug? What are we looking at?
We got 4 boxes of Christmas cards that are going to be sending out.
You ain't got to send me a whole box of Christmas cards, Doug. Just send me one.
Well, I'm going to send you a Christmas card, but I got 4 boxes of it.
My lord. I don't generally do Christmas cards. Sorry for the confusion. My wife retired after 41 years. Okay, no worries, Bruce. Yeah, no, I don't generally do Christmas cards. Not generally. I might do a few this year because obviously my life has changed because of YouTube over the past 8-9 months. So I might.
Yeah,
a
lot of people have stopped that. You know what I mean? I always enjoyed it.
Well, with social media and what have you, you can now send best wishes, quick sticks, can't you? You know, so you can do that. It all depends. Drugs on a card duty. Doug's on card, not drugs on a card. It's Doug's on a card duty.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we've got all our cards already done. All Christmas stuff done.
It's absolutely lashing down. I'm not seeing no leaks in my shed yet. And I mean,
what are you doing, Bubba?
It's cats and dogs.
Well, it's
I'm watching this.
Fiddling down here, and it's been on thunderstorm as well.
Cool. So you reckon that's about the best way to have my camera, do you?
Yeah, I wouldn't see a problem.
That's on 480p. I don't know what else I've got. I've got 360p, low definition.
Go any higher. Go higher. 1080p better.
No, I haven't got 1080p. I've only got 720, I believe.
That's YouTube standard then. That's fine. YouTube standard is about 1080p to 720.
Well, that's what am I on now? I think I'm on. Oh no, I'm on 480 is what I'm on now.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, that'll do. I'm happy with that. It's not about long as you get a decent picture. And that's all I'm worried about. But I'm hoping, as I say, if I bring you down now, that should now give you a much better look.
Yeah, looks fine
at the bench. I mean, don't forget that is a white background too, which is probably not helping.
It looks fine.
But when I get bring a carburetor in as well. How's that look?
It's actually better now than what it was earlier.
You are getting a bit of glare off of if I put my hand over the top of it, so you don't get the glare. That ain't too bad. It's a bit out of focus, but that'll do. That'll be all right. As long as you can see what's going on and get the gist of it, that's the main thing, I suppose. Let me put you guys back up here where you were. Yeah, about there. I've got to figure out how to secure you guys off a bit better, because otherwise it's not going to work right. About there, give or take. I don't want to muck with it too much. Eventually, I'll just screw it into place, and that's where it'll sit. It's just finding the right home. I shouldn't have touched it. Should have just left it where it was. My lord, there you go, somewhere there. It just won't sit right. You don't even know where I got it stuck into. You don't even want to ask me that question. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. 480 will be poor on big TV screens. Yeah, I'm only running off a laptop mine, so that should be fine. I'm looking to get a bigger screen in at some point, but I'm toying with the idea of what I want to do. So you have to bear with, but I'd much rather just stay as I am for now.
Mm-hmm.
The bee's knees, Mick. Fantastic. That's what I like to hear. I find the quality of pictures differs whether you're watching on a phone. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. But that's cool. I'm quite happy with that so far. Mixed mowers. Hello, my friend. How you doing? Nice to see you. So that's good. So tomorrow, I might have even got my dates wrong actually, because I worked for a phone company for 32 years. I'm tired of tech. Well, cheers for that, Bruce. You're not really helping now, are you? You could have helped me out, Bruce. For people who watch on TVs, yeah, okay. Well, again, what I should do is, Martin, I'll watch this, and then when I've done it, I'll play it back on my old TV and see how that goes. But it's just the live stream. I mean, don't forget, we're talking about mixed modes here. This is live in a shack. This isn't studio grade stuff, so it'll do me. What was I saying? But yeah, at the moment, I just want to try and keep it basic. I'm trying to get. I've got so much machines to get working on, and I've had a couple of weeks off where I've had 3 or 4 videos lined up and done. I've been a bit lazy because I've had to get this shed up and running. I knew this weather was coming, so I didn't want to get caught out and have the ground absolutely sodden when I put it in. Now we'll have to reset all the video when you move to a new shed. Yeah, I know. It's. I'm getting there. It's all time in motion. I'm doing it.
Takes time. It takes a lot of time.
Yeah, don't just. I mean, and also I'm on my Todd. The boys the boys who are all old enough to know better. Don't want to come out and give me a hand because they know better. And so I'm 41 years old and putting up a 10 by 20 shed on myself and moving it all in. So I'm getting there. It's just a question of now finding stuff for it all to live properly, so I get a functional workshop. But it is certainly getting there now. Have
you weeded out stuff as you're going, or?
Yes, Doug. Yeah, I've been. I've had to be strict with myself because anyone that does small engine repairs, any one of you, or anyone who does a topic, you know what it's saying. Having spares is one thing, but having spares for spares is quite something else.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm looking at my spares right now. Yeah.
There's just no sense in having. I think I had, the flathead Briggs 3.5 classic that everyone knows and loves.
Mm-hmm.
I think I had about 25 pull cord assemblies, and just don't need them. I think I can work quite comfortably with about 5, all with new pull cords on them. So if one comes in, I can just undo 3 bolts, put a new one on, out you go in 2 or 3 minutes, quick turnaround. And then just take my time to repair the other one and put it back on my shelf. I don't need 25. I just don't need 25. I just don't need them. So what are you saying? What is that? I say to management, good work takes time. Good work does take time.
Yeah, it does.
Precious stuff. Yeah, it is, but you can't keep it all. You just can't keep it all. I mean, things like coils. I've got a big tub, probably 2 foot by foot by about 8 inches. It's full up with coils, and they're all good coils. So I've probably got around about 30 to 50 different coils in my stock, which is enough. I don't ever overfill that tub, even if they're good coils. I might take one out and put a newer one in, or if I get something a bit unique coming, then I'll keep it. But if it's a standard Briggs coil, it's got to go, because otherwise I'll just have 14 boxes of them. It's getting on the toe. eBay, what you don't need. Well, the thing is, Chris, I agree with you. eBay it and sell it on. But if you look on eBay and go on secondhand 3.5 classic pull cord assemblies, every Joe is selling them. There's hundreds out there. And by the time you have to package it, parcel it, send it, is it really worth the hassle? It is a thing. What about the crazy handlebars? For sure, pile up. Yeah, in the other shed, Bruce, I've got top and bottoms. I try and keep them complete, but it's not always possible when you can't get them off. So yeah, top and bottom ones are a pain in the bum as well. So I've got handles dead, and I also keep separately dead man's handles and drive cables. Am I getting an echo?
No.
I thought I heard echo on my side. So yeah, I mean there is a choice of keeping the stuff, but some of the stuff has been in there for like 8 years, and I haven't even looked at it in 8 years. So the chances are it's got to go. And the good thing is, if you do require a second-hand part, you can get it off of eBay within 3 or 4 days at a relatively good price. So that's the way I'm looking at doing it this year.
When we moved,
Mama,
sorry, go on, Doug, go on.
the way Mama says it, if you ain't seen it, ain't touched it in the last 30 days, you don't need it.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, when I moved from one place to another place, we got rid of 12 boxes of leads, cables, all tech you can think of. I just palleted it up and I shoved it on eBay. And I'd say something that took a long time to get rid of.
Yeah, exactly that. And I don't need to be having stuff being sat in boxes ready to go. It's like Bruce has just said. What about? I've never found a good used stock cable. And that's true. I wish we had more second-hand cables, because over here they're 15 quid a go minimum for a stock cable. But what I do, Bruce, is I got that hack off of double wide 6, which what I used, which is those little tiny cable crimpers.
Yeah, you use them for meters as well, then.
Yeah, that's what I use.
Yeah,
and I've also got behind me, as you can see, directly behind me, there's a big reel of cable behind me here. So I tend to run WD-40 through the housing, bit of carb cleaner, and a little bit of grease, and then put brand new stuff in there, cable in there, and crimp it up tight. Oh lordy, I like that. Yeah,
nice little vice.
Yeah, that should.
I paid £1 for it.
That should by rights been put in a box and posted over to me by rights.
That was £1 off the car boot.
Bob from Double Wide 6, yeah, he's cool. Yeah, Bob is cool. I think he just left another video out actually.
Bob actually works. Bob actually works in the field, you know, business wise.
Yeah, this one's got full swivel and everything. It's quite nice, this one, for £1.
Yeah,
I mean,
I tell you what, Paul, that would look brilliant on my bench. That just here, that would look lovely.
Yeah.
I have a cable greaser. Yeah, I've seen the cable greasers. They're pretty good, but the problem is, Bruce, I find is that some of the newer cables that are coming out, they tend to have gadgetry fitted to them, and you can't quite get like the older cables. You can't, the new ones, especially some of the new ones have got brackets on them and what have you. You just can't get to them. What I do is I get a bit of plastic like that, and then I just cut the hole off like so, and I put the cable through that. And then with elastic band, screw it up like that, and I just spray WD-40 or liquid grease into that bag and hold the cable up, and it feeds all the way through. That's what I do. It's quite a good way of doing it. But it's each to their own. It's each to your own, and what works for you. It's like anything, isn't it? You can get a device that works fine, and then the following year they bring something else out.
That's it.
So you got to get that as well, and before you know it, you filled your shed up with new tools, and you've got no spares to work on. So
if the cable didn't have that plastic stuff around it, it just had the outer core, you know, silver outer core that's all spiral. You could just spray that.
So I don't think I've got all my cables are still up the other shed at the minute. I have some cables down here somewhere. I don't know what I've done with them. No. Now here I've got 2 brand new cables here somewhere, and one of them's got gadgetry on it. I think that's for a mount field. That's got gadgetry on it, which you can't work around. If a cable is toast, then there's no saving it. If you can't get it out of the cable, you know, the sleeving, you're best off out of it. But I do try and keep them because they do bump the price. If you're getting a cable for like, I keep looking at this camera here. If you get a cable for like a lawnmower for like 15-20 quid, and it needs a new drive cable and a new dead man's cable, you're 30 quid in. You know,
Mhm.
and before you know it, that's 50 quid. That's 50 quid out your mower. So I do try and keep all my cables. I've got about 8 or 9 mowers at the top end of the garden, which are all scrappers. The engines are toast, so they're all going to strip for spares one by one, and I've got about 15 cables on there, so it's worth keeping. The price of cable is a con. You're quite right, especially as you can buy 25 feet of it. I think I paid $5.99 for 25 feet of 1.5 cable.
I got the same wire you do.
And then all I do is all the cables that are shot and no good, I cut about 8 inches off of the top of a cable where the elbow is.
Mhm.
I've got a tray of them, about 35 there, all different ends, all different fixtures. I just cut the cable to suit and join it and crimp it. And it gets around it. Otherwise, you end up getting a bit of trouble. But it'll be okay. Right, gentlemen, ladies, gentlemen, I do have to go. It is 5 o'clock. It was only a test stream. Tomorrow will be my big stream. Roy's a boy will not be on it, unfortunately, but everyone is welcome. It would be from midday-ish onwards. If it's any later, I will leave a message out on YouTube, but I'll go from midday.
The wife will be on tomorrow.
Yeah, cool, no problem, it's fine. So, tomorrow midday UK time, I'll be on. This is just a camera test and another Wi-Fi test.
Yeah.
I think my
fine.
Wi-Fi,
you look fine.
good. I think it's all holding, so that's good, and it is lashing down the rain, so I'm happy with the way the Wi-Fi is performing. So yeah, tomorrow 12 o'clock UK time, I'll be on. Feel free to come on in and have a go. A mower, what was that? A mower isn't worth more than 2 cables. Exactly that, Bruce. Exactly that. I like the kitchen stuff. Never use to keep by tools. Sort of goes on. Yeah, it does go on. You're quite right. So yeah, I'll catch you later on.
Take care.
Bruce, your package is on its way. Be in about a week and a half. Hope you enjoy it. Hope you like it. And whatever. Give us a shout when you've got it. And I'll see you all tomorrow, midday UK time for Mixed Mo's live stream, and we'll have a good chat and a good bit of banter then. All right.
Yeah. Take care.
Right out. Look after yourselves. Bye bye.
See y'all.
Ta-da, buddy boy.